Why, hello there, and welcome to Kiki's Blue House. Are you wondering why I'm looking so fancy today? With this very, very expensive jewelry on and this tiara in my hair? Well, the princesses wanted a day off and they needed someone to perform their royally duties. So I agreed that I would take over for the princesses for the day. So I guess you could say I'm Princess Kiki today. Hmm, I think I like the sound of that. Anyhow, I've spent the day doing such royal things as observing the royal parade go by and smiling sweetly and giving a royal hand wave. Just pretty hands. As all the guards and the horses all paraded by in front of me, I couldn't cheer loudly. I had to be very noble. And I also had royal tea, where I had little teeny tiny biscuits that was supposed to be a treat in little teeny teacups, and I made sure I put my pinky out like this to drink my tea. And the day got kind of boring, so, just as to fill in some time, I decided to knight my dogs, Snickerdoodle and Harley Doodleson. So now they are Sir Snickerdoodle and Your Royal Highness Doodleson. That's what happened today. But anyhow, being a princess got me thinking about my favorite princess. This is an old book that I used to read to my girls when they were very little, and they always got a big kick out of it. So I thought I would share this book with you. Let me get my reading glasses, my royal reading glasses. And read to you a book by one of my favorite authors, Robert Munsch, and this is The Paper Bag Princess. Shall we begin? Hello, Sir Snickerdoodle. Goodness. Elizabeth was a beautiful princess. She lived in a castle and had expensive princess clothing. She was going to marry a prince named Ronald. Do you see her fancy dress? And her crown, and Ronald's crown. Oh, it looks like she loves him. Unfortunately, a dragon smashed her castle, burned all her clothes with his fiery breath, and carried off Prince Ronald. Poor girl, she's naked. Elizabeth decided to chase the dragon and get Ronald back. She looked everywhere for something to wear, but the only thing she could find that was not burnt was a paper bag. So she put on the paper bag and followed the dragon. He was easy to follow because he left a trail of burnt forest and horse bones. Finally, Elizabeth came to a cave with a large door that had a huge knocker on it. She took hold of the knocker and banged at the door. The dragon stuck his nose out of the door and said, "Well, a princess. I love to eat princesses, but I have already eaten a whole castle today. I'm a very busy dragon. Come back tomorrow." He slammed the door so fast that Elizabeth almost got her nose caught. Do you see her? She looks like she's indignant. Elizabeth grabbed the knocker and banged on the door again. The dragon stuck his nose out of the door and said, "Go away. I love to eat princesses, but I have already eaten a whole castle today. I am a very busy dragon. Come back tomorrow." "Wait!" shouted Elizabeth. "Is it true that you are the smartest and fiercest dragon in the whole world? Yes, said the dragon. Is it true, said Elizabeth, that you can burn up 10 forests with your fiery breath? Oh, yes, said the dragon, and he took a huge, deep breath and breathed out so much fire that he burnt up 50 forests. Fantastic, said Elizabeth. And the dragon took another huge breath and breathed out so much fire that he burnt up 100 forests. Magnificent, said Elizabeth. And the dragon took another huge breath, but this time nothing came out. The dragon didn't even have enough fire left to cook a meatball. Elizabeth said, Dragon, is it true that you can fly around the world in just 10 seconds? Why, yes, said the dragon, and jumped up and flew all the way around the world in just 10 seconds. He was very tired when he got back, but Elizabeth shouted, Fantastic! Now do it again. So the dragon jumped up and flew around the whole world in just 20 seconds. When he got back, he was too tired to talk, and he lay down and went straight to sleep. Elizabeth whispered very softly, Hey, dragon. The dragon didn't move at all. She lifted up the dragon's ear and put her head right inside. She shouted as loud as she could, Hey, dragon! The dragon was so tired, he didn't even move. Sorry, Sir Snickerdoodle. I didn't mean to disrupt your nap. Do you see up there? Who sees Elizabeth? Is that Prince Ronald? Elizabeth walked right over the dragon and opened the door to the cave. There was Prince Ronald. He looked at her and said, Elizabeth, you are a mess. You smell like ashes. Your hair is all tangled, and you are wearing a dirty, old paper bag. Come back when you are dressed like a real princess. Imagine that. Well, Ronald, said Elizabeth, your clothes are really pretty and your hair is really neat. You look like a real prince, but you are a bum. They didn't get married after all. The end. Those last lines always made my daughters chuckle. They loved that part. And I wanted to read this to my daughters when they were young, so they knew too that they could be princesses and be fancy and have lovely, sweet manners, but still be tough and brave. Because just because you're pretty doesn't mean you can't be brave. You can be both. You can be beautiful and tough. And that's a wonderful combination. And that's everybody in the world, not just girls either. Boys can be handsome or beautiful and brave. We all need to be brave from time to time. And that comes from inside. And remember, being brave doesn't mean that you're not scared. You have to be scared in the first place in order to overcome that fear and be brave and face your fears Whether it's going to the doctors, nobody likes going to the doctors, but it's what's good for us. Or doing something new, like trying a new food, or starting a new class, or trying on new shoes even for some people. That can be fearsome for them. So remember, you have it inside you to be brave, and it's okay to be scared. That scared part is what helps you to be brave, if you can believe that. But anyhow, it's wonderful to spend time with you again, and I'll see you real soon. Thanks for coming to Kiki's Blue House. Goodbye, my friends. Princess. Goodbye.